Hello, my name is Romany and I'm married. I have 3 children and a dog called Daffy, and I'm a teacher. I've been attending LCF for 13 years and something that I really love about LCF is the diversity. As you look around, there are people from all over the world, all over the region, and yeah, I really like that. And just like any family, we have lots and lots of talents, and probably some weaknesses as well. And that's what a family is. I grew up going to a Baptist church that had that placed emphasis on Bible teaching. I have lots of lovely memories of the children's work there. We used to attend Christian camp. There was something called Inters, which was the Baptist sort of equivalent to sort of brownies and guides. Lots of day trips out to the fair and picnics. So that was great. I would say that my faith was a little bit separate. I think generally life was quite compartmentalised. It's not that I was embarrassed, and my friends knew that I went to church on a Sunday, sometimes twice. Actually, there was a point we used to go 3 times a day. But yes, it was quite separate. In my late teens, early 20s, I started asking questions, much to my mum's dismay. I think it worried her. My auntie Dale used to say, in all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path, which was really good advice for those sort of unsettling 20s where you're making lots of decisions. So I'd say, as I was doing my degree, if somebody asked me, do I believe in God, I would say yes, because I did. I never stopped believing God. But I think God lost his place as in terms of a priority, became less of a priority. After my degree, I moved to London and soaked up all the capital, all the attractions that the capital has to offer. I used to party a lot. I loved all the arts. I used to go to drama, theatre production, dance productions, go out for lovely dinners. But then it got to the point after a few years where I just started feeling a bit empty. The things I was doing I wasn't experiencing the same sort of joy. And then I met up with my pastor, and he asked me if I'd been going to church, and realised it dawned on me that I hadn't been going to church. I mean, yes, when I visited Luton, I would go to church with my mum. But aside from that, I wasn't really going to church. I wasn't investing any time in my spirituality. So I started visiting local churches and started reading Word for Today. And I started experiencing a connection with God, which was really sweet. I would describe my early Christian walk, after I got baptised, as experiential. It was based on my experiences, and I have lots and lots of testimonies where God has shown me wisdom, blessed me, just shown me massive favour. And indeed, I remember when I first started attending LCF, the worship was incredible, and I used to have these transcendental experiences where, the whole week would just melt away. Whatever stresses and strains I was experiencing, they would just go as I would feel this sort of connection between me and God, which was incredible. I'm now at a time where I'm sort of craving more knowledge and understanding. And I think that comes from the Bible, understanding God's word. And so a few years ago, I made the decision to get a little bit more plugged in. I joined a life group, and I would wake up before the rest of the family and spend some time with God, praying and reading his word. And I endeavour to read the Bible regularly. So my advice, I do advise you to read the Bible. There are lots of resources out there. One of my daughters uses an app which really helps her to analyse God's word. I'd also say don't be scared of asking questions. I still have lots and lots of questions, and I think that's part of my Christian walk is searching for the truth. And some things are still a mystery to me, but I've come to the point where, all said and done, I believe in God and I love him with all my heart, and it really is that simple. So your Christian walk is a journey with God, and like any relationship, there are ups and downs. I frustrate myself because I love that feeling where I'm really connected with God and I can feel God's presence. I know he's by my side. And then sometimes I'll feel distant, and that's always because I've allowed life to get in the way, and God isn't where he should be at the centre. But that happens. And I think the wonderful thing is that, it's just the knowledge and the understanding that, our omniscient Father is always there. He knows your thoughts even before you've thought them. He knows every hair on your head. And he's always there. No matter what you're doing, he's always there waiting patiently to hear your call.